When you think of Virgo, what comes to mind? Perhaps a perfectionist, an analytical mind, or someone who lives by structure and order. But what if I told you that behind the sharp intellect and methodical nature of this zodiac sign lies a powerful and timeless myth? Virgo is not just a sign of precision and practicality. It's a symbol of life's eternal cycles, growth, and the profound dance between light and darkness. In this video, we're going to explore the rich mythological story that gives Virgo its depth and wisdom, and why this sign resonates so strongly with the themes of transformation, purity, and renewal. Virgo's mythological roots stretch deep into Greek mythology, where it is often associated with Demeter, the goddess of the harvest, and her beloved daughter Persephone. Demeter was responsible for the fertility of the earth, and her grief over losing her daughter to the underworld became a symbol of the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. The myth begins when Persephone is abducted by Hades, the god of the underworld. Heartbroken, Demeter retreats from her duties, and as a result, the earth withers. Crops fail, and famine spreads across the land. Her sorrow leads to a barren winter that lasts for as long as Persephone remains in the underworld. When the gods intervene and allow Persephone to return to Demeter for part of the year, the earth flourishes again. This cycle of Persephone's descent and return marks the changing seasons, autumn and winter representing her time in the underworld, and spring and summer symbolizing her reunion with her mother. Virgo is intricately tied to this myth. The sign represents the harvest, the time of reaping what has been sown. Just as Demeter's grief leads to the death of the land, Virgo's presence brings order, structure, and healing. In a way, Virgo embodies the balancing act of life itself: growth, decay, renewal, and the harvest of both physical and emotional labor. There's a fascinating layer to this myth. Virgo is sometimes associated directly with Persephone herself. The virgin maiden archetype of Virgo mirrors Persephone's dual nature. On the surface, Persephone is the innocent maiden who roams the earth in the full bloom of spring. But as queen of the underworld, she embodies transformation, wisdom, and the knowledge of life's darker, hidden truths. This duality is also central to Virgo's essence. Virgo is often seen as the helper of the zodiac, someone who nurtures, supports, and tends to the needs of others. But much like Persephone's journey from innocence to maturity, Virgo natives also walk between two worlds. They are practical and grounded, yet possess an innate understanding of the deeper, hidden forces that govern the universe. This connection between Virgo and Persephone represents the ability to balance the practical with the mystical, the earthly with the spiritual. The imagery of Virgo as a virgin is powerful, but it's important to understand that in ancient times, the word virgin didn't necessarily mean celibate or pure in the modern sense. The virgin represented wholeness, independence, and self-sufficiency. It was about being complete within oneself, not defined by others or by relationships. Virgo, in its truest sense, is about being self-reliant and wise, standing strong in one's own identity and purpose. Virgo's symbol, often depicted as a maiden holding wheat or a sheaf of grain, is not only about purity, but also the harvest, the fruits of labor, and the wisdom that comes from tending to one's work. Virgo's ruling planet, Mercury, the god of communication and intellect, reinforces this image of a sharp, logical mind. Mercury helps Virgo navigate the world with reason and clarity, guiding them to a place where everything has its place, every detail matters, and every task is completed to perfection. But it's not just about intellect. Virgo's true wisdom lies in their ability to see the interconnectedness of all things. Much like Persephone, they understand the cyclical nature of life, the balance of work and rest, life and death, joy and sorrow. Virgo's strength lies in embracing both order and chaos, knowing that both are necessary for growth. Virgo, as the sixth sign in the zodiac, is a symbol of service, healing, and balance. It's the harvest time, when we reap what we've sown. It's a time to reflect on the work we've put into our lives and to acknowledge the progress we've made. But it's also a time for perfection, as Virgo is often striving for excellence in everything they do. Virgo's deep desire for perfection can sometimes lead them to be overly critical of themselves and others, but this comes from a genuine wish to improve and elevate their surroundings. They are detail-oriented, methodical, and always striving to find a way to make things better. And while this quest for perfection can sometimes cause stress, it also makes them incredibly capable and efficient. Much like Demeter's cyclical care for the earth, Virgo understands the rhythms of life. They know when it's time to work hard and when it's time to rest and renew. They understand that growth takes time and that transformation often comes with both light and dark phases. This deep connection to the natural world and the cycles of life is what makes Virgo such a powerful and grounded sign. Virgo is not just a sign of practicality and perfection. It is a sign rooted in the ancient, eternal cycles of life. From Demeter's grief and Persephone's transformation to Virgo's quest for balance and wisdom, this sign teaches us that life is a delicate dance between order and chaos, light and dark. Virgo reminds us that wisdom doesn't just come from knowledge, but from understanding the cycles of life, embracing both the beauty and the challenges, and finding harmony in the smallest of details. So, whether you're a Virgo or someone fascinated by astrology, this sign offers us all a powerful lesson to find perfection, not in the absence of flaws, but in the acceptance of life's natural flow, the harvest, the growth, and the wisdom that comes from navigating it all. This revised version adds a more dynamic tone, blending mythological depth with astrological insights, and engages the audience by connecting Virgo's celestial and earthly roles in a way that feels both profound and relatable.